for tuning in. You're listening to I Am Or You, the nation's longest-running lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender radio news magazine, right here on KPFK 90.7 at 7. I'm Rita Gonzalez, along with my co-host this evening, Miss Lawless.
Lawless. Lula, you can call me.
Yeah, we're real close. Lucy Lawless, welcome, Lucy.
Thanks.
I don't know, I could screw up anybody's name.
I know, I'm trying to mess up your name, I'm thinking.
Oh, it's easy, trust me. We got a whole hour to think about that. Well, we have a really fun show for you this evening, plus some valuable information to share with you. We'll have Carrie Evans from the Human Rights Campaign and Jennifer Pizer from Lambda Legal Defense League.
And we'll be bringing you the latest national gay-related news and let you know about some events going on this week in the IMRU community calendar. We hope you'll stay with us all evening because we've got lots of information.
And something really exciting, Lucy will be taking calls later on in the show. So in case you don't know that telephone number is 818-985-5735. Okay, now I get to ask my questions. Because, you know, I go to all the Xena conventions. I have gone to the very first one.
I'm very afraid, Rita.
And I've never had the guts to stand in that line when everybody are asking questions. But it was really, I've always been actually a Hercules fan. And then when they had the spin-off with Xena, I thought that was really cool because finally there was a woman to,
Two women.
Two women, actually, yeah. So, and I went to that first one, which was at the Burbank Hilton. And it was a 2-day event, one day with Hercules and the next day with Xena. And they didn't expect that many people to show up.
Oh, really? It got swamped.
It was so swamped out there, you couldn't even get tickets. It was great.
Cool.
Well, I have a few questions, and I have to ask. A lot of people, we are similar in many ways, you and I. In fact, a lot of people do mistake me for you sometimes, and especially Jennifer Pizer, who's a great Xena fan, and she sometimes looks at me and has to think twice about it. But there are a few differences. I mean,
what would they be, Rita?
Well, you've had a television series, a couple of them.
And you have not?
I haven't had one, no.
Not yet, okay.
But you have action figures and you have comic books.
You don't have an action figure?
Well, actually, I do. Somebody did make one little action figure.
Oh, well,
it's an I Am Or You Rita action figure, actually. It really is. It's in my office, and you can sing.
You can't sing? Oh, come on. You sang in church.
Well, I'm known as one stanza Rita. I can just sing just a little bit. You haven't heard me karaoke. It's not very good, stuff like that.
You've got to stick to Grace Jones.
But I got to ask you, I mean, how does it feel, to have these action figures or comic books in your image? I mean, that must be like a cool thing. Like your daughter must. What does she think about that?
My daughter sort of rolls her eyes still to this day because she took it for granted, and I guess to some extent I did. It was when I saw myself on The Simpsons that I went, oh my God, I guess I've made it. And then in Claymation on Celebrity Deathmatch, when I jumped off the corner of the ring onto Callista Flockhart and got her stuck up my bottom. Then I had to give birth to her. And she was such a tiny wee thing. I don't know what they were trying to say with that, but somehow I felt like that was there was a compliment hidden in there somewhere.
But it must be kind of cool, though. I mean, to
Callista Flockhart up your bottom.
No, I wasn't thinking. I moved on from that.
It was a little uncomfortable, I must say.
I
guess
she's
a slip of a thing.
Yes. But I mean, it's kind of neat. And you see your daughter kind of. I mean, she's a teenager, so I mean, she must wonder about God. There's Mom at the toy store.
My kids are a little embarrassed. The little ones are a bit embarrassed when I get up and sing or something. They're afraid that people won't think I'm very good. So,
and they
think that will reflect on them.
Now, how old are your boys now?
I have a 7 and a 4-year-old.
Okay, wow. So why is
4-year-old doesn't really care. He's into it actually. He might be a bit. Of all my kids, he might be the actor.
Oh, okay. Well, and then and Daisy's 16?
No, she's 18.
Oh, she's 18 now.
She's graduated from film school and
Is she going to follow in your
flatting?
steps?
No, she wants to follow in my husband's steps actually, which I think is kind of nice when they want to be like their stepfather. Often people are a bit sort of mean about their step-parents, aren't they?
Oh, I love my stepfather. I wanted to be like him.
Yeah, that's cool, right? But I love that. He was a great That's the hardest job in the world, is being a step-parent, I would think, or a solo mother.
Oh, yeah, just being a parent, I imagine.
Being a parent, yeah. Step-parenting is really tough, so it's great.
And you do a lot of charitable work, too, and you've been really gracious about your time. I mean, it must be hard for you sometimes to pick which charities that you can support. And I know you do mostly with children.
Sometimes it's difficult, but you have to choose because you can't spread yourself too thin.
Right.
In New Zealand, I'm a trustee on the fundraising arm of the Starship Children's Hospital and National Children's Hospital, and also do things for World Vision. And I was recently asked to be a patron of something else, really worthy cause. And I would love to, but it would cannibalize the others. So you've got to be more effective in less areas. So here I did the Trevor Project and a few other things, anti-domestic violence, anything that affects children, because, we're all at heart. We're all trying to fix all those little glitches that happened when we were kids and teenagers. And so, kid inside all of us.
That's great. And kids look up to you as a role model, too, because, I mean, you are the person you are, but they also see you as an image on television.
Yeah, they're all 50-year-old kids now.
Oh. Well, my nieces have the little action figures and things like that, and they look at strong women. I mean, you're portraying a strong woman.
I love that, and also African American women really dig that show.
Do they really?
Yes,
I didn't know that.
I'm recognized in the South by black women all the time.
Wow, well, that's interesting. They would see that. I didn't know that. Wow.
Yep. Something in that kick-ass woman character resonates with them.
Okay, let's find out what you're doing next. I mean, you've been real busy, I know, with the Xena, and you were in the Spider-Man movie. I remember seeing you that. You had a little part in that. A little cameo. That was kind of cool. And you did do it with the stars, and you...
Yeah, I'm kind of singing like crazy at the moment. I'm doing the Dinosaur Weekend in March.
I have all that. Yeah, let's see.
Excuse me.
You need some water.
I have water. I've just come down with this virus that everybody's got at the moment, and I'm desperately trying to get rid of it before my show.
I know, which we're going to talk about, because next weekend you have, if you don't... Okay.
Right,
so next weekend... Okay, I'm going to ask my question. You just sneeze away. That's okay. Okay, you have the Xena Convention is next weekend, which is from January 12th through the 14th, and you're going to be there on that Sunday.
Yeah, I'm going to stop by to thank the fans, and so many of them have come from got people from Brazil, Australia, London, and they're all coming to the show. So it's a good way to stay in touch with your fans. Boy, if you stick with the fans, they will stick with you.
That's right.
They're so loyal.
And you also have you're going to be singing at the Roxy, which we're going to talk a little bit more, because I think they're telling us I have